Hey, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-da. Hey, welcome to Coco Sports. I am the huge one, aka the idiot Dave Coco from KocoSports.net. We're slowly but surely trying to rebuild this channel and this blog. We'll put links down in the doobly doo. And I know we're a little late on this breaking news, but it's been a huge day. I'm a huge fan of Daniel Bryan, and Daniel Bryan has been cleared for in-ring returns by WWE's medical director. And that shows you I can read headlines that are on the screen. Yeah, I used to work as a sports reporter. All right, so Daniel Bryan has been cleared. After 2 years, he had to get a ton of second opinions. They put it on WWE.com. It was all over social media before even SmackDown went on the air. And it just got people excited. And maybe this is the kick in the pants I need to become a wrestling fan. I stopped watching wrestling hardcore about 2, 3 years ago when my life fell apart, and I'm like, I'll get back to it later. I'll get back to it later, and I check in every now and then to watch an Okada match. I check in on the news. I check in on a match here and there. But as far as the WWE product goes, I'm just like, I'll watch it later. I'll catch up later. What? Another WrestleMania has come by. Don't worry. Next WrestleMania, I'll start paying attention. So maybe Daniel Bryan returning is the kick in the pants I need to start watching WWE's product more and, start podcasting and rebuilding this blog. But I'm so happy for him and so excited and just can't say nothing but, good things about it. I saw on SmackDown him give his speech. And a lot of people were like, should have just saved it for SmackDown and not put it on WWE.com and not put it all over social media. I disagree with that. I think WWE did the right thing. Most likely people wouldn't have watched SmackDown and none of that, but you need to scoop, WWE.com. I'm surprised it wasn't on TMZ or something like that. But yeah, so I thought WWE did the right thing by breaking on WWE.com, everyone getting excited, checking in, and then starting the show off with him. An emotional show, a great video package to start it. The fans were absolutely insane, which you knew was going to happen. And it was just a feel good moment. And a lot of people just talking how great the promo was. And that's because the promos are so scripted. If there's any real life passion, it's absolutely mind blowing. And it was, and our hero has returns and just said amazing things. It's just a passionate promo. And dude, did he put over his wife Brie like $1 million? I hate the Bella twins probably more than a grown man should hate hot twin chicks. But I was like, yeah, thank you, Brie. He went into detail how Brie helped them and stuff. There was even a thank you Brie chant. Did you ever think that would happen? Oh man, I was watching it, man. I was like, man, I hope I do something great in my life so I can put over my woman as much as Daniel Bryan put over his. It was great. It was passionate. People went crazy, and then it was just a moment where he's like, I don't know when I'm gonna return, and then everyone in the place was just pointing at the WrestleMania side and started chanting WrestleMania. It was just a magical moment, and that's the thing about Daniel Bryan that other people that are being forced down our throats will never get. It's genuine. We really care for the guy. Now, granted, there's a couple people that are like, oh, everyone likes it and it sucks. I call it the Death Note theory. And the Death Note theory is this. People were really passionate about Death Note, this manga anime. And then when it got popular, it wasn't that good. And you're never gonna stop Death Note fans. And there are some Death Note Daniel Bryan fans who are like, yeah, I love Daniel Bryan, but everyone else loves him too. Fuck them. Yeah, I liked him when he was in the Indies. I never watched any of his indie shit, and if you ask me any questions, but I don't know. So yeah, it just feels great, and not all that, but later on they went kind of more the kayfabe route, and he fired Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in storyline. They beat the shit out of him, and it looks like I could be wrong, but all signs are pointing it'll be him and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. So it should be a really interesting match. And oh my god, how many matches are they gonna have at WrestleMania? 962? All right, baby, let's do it. Let's do it. 24 hours of WrestleMania, baby. So yeah, I find it to be really interesting and really great, and it just feels good. Now, it's a little scary And this is going to go from a news story kind of to a personal vlog. So if you're like, oh, I don't give a shit about Dave, like, comment, subscribe, and move along. Buy my book. But I have really bad concussion problems. And the thing about concussion problems is you can go to a bunch of different doctors and it's a gray area. You can go to a doctor and be like, yeah, everything's fine. Go out there. And you can go to a doctor right across the street and be like, no, you're fucked. You can never touch your toes again. I'm being a little sarcastic, but the thing is, it's really a dangerous thing. And, with the Chris Benoit situation, with the lawsuits, with the NFL, with so much focus being on concussions, I'm surprised WWE ever passed him and let him go back. And not only that, but the timing is a bit peculiar because it's like, his contract's going to end soon. Oh, he's cleared! It's a miracle! WWE. But we'll get to the fuck you segment in a second. But yeah, so when you have concussion problems, it's scary because there's no 100% science proof. It's still, I guess, something that the people are discovering, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, and it could be really scary at times, and I'm just glad he gets to follow his dreams, but at the same time, I hope he's being safe, because, memory problems are horrible, dizziness, puking, sleeping disorders, all come with it, and, I hope that he's actually really healthy. I hope this isn't, he really wants to do it, and WWE really doesn't want to lose him. I hope that ain't the situation. And, so, I don't know. To me, Daniel Bryan's concussion thing hits home just because I have it. And there's got to be a connection there and stuff. But, yeah, so I hope Daniel Bryan's back. Now, the fuck you, Vince. And I've said this before. And, I don't think you could end a WWE podcast without fucking going, fuck you, Vince. Where are you on this one, Snickers? Inside joke for those that watch the old other podcast. Yeah, this whole brass ring thing, we all know it's full of shit. If Randy Orton, Dave Batista, Roman Reigns, John Cena, they would have been cleared. And none of that, but let's take that off the table. Maybe that's a low blow, but let's take that off the table. They always make fan favorites, smaller guys, bust their ass more and prove more to the company than this so-called chosen model-looking motherfuckers. And the reason why this is bad is because there's a quote from Dana White. You only have so many fights in you. I'm paraphrasing here. So you have to go for the championship. You have to go. But they always do a thing where they're like, oh, we're going to choose our models, our underwear models that can't fucking wrestle, that can't get connected to the crowd. And then people that the fans love, they have to prove that they're worthy over and over and over. But you never know when a concussion is going to come. You never know when your career is going to end. So not only is favoritism bad because it promotes racism and sexism. You want to get rid of racism and sexism? Get rid of favoritism. Just have the most talented wrestlers who get over with the audience be the top guys, heel or face. You don't do that as a company, there'll always be favoritism, and that leads to racism. That leads to sexism. Make it where you just focus on talent who connects with the crowd. And sometimes maybe connecting with the crowd. Rusev isn't the best wrestler. Braun Strowman isn't the best wrestler, but he connects with the crowd. But connecting with the crowd and talent should be a factor, and that's all that should matter. Roman Reigns, John Cena, Dave Batista, Randy Orton, basically Vince McMahon's boy toys, don't do that. And meanwhile, you have the CM Punks of the world, the Daniel Bryans of the world, Dolph Ziggler before he passed away and became a shell of himself and whatever the fuck Dolph Ziggler is now, poor bastard. They have to bust their ass. And then here comes concussions. Look at Edge. And not that, but there's just so many wrestlers that Vince is like, oh, the fans love him. He's a great wrestler, but he just doesn't have it. And what's it? What's it? Concussions every fucking night? Busting their fucking ass every night? Why the fucking chosen one, you basically pipe in crowd music? I hope this is a wake-up call. I hope that Daniel Bryan changes the face of wrestling and it goes with talent. Because the thing is, the McMahons are horrible people. They are. And Snickers, you want to stop something that's horrible, why don't you go after them? Oh, you're right, Snickers. But here's the thing. They're horrible fucking people. We have to make them do good stuff. You know, the women's revolution isn't happening because of Stephanie McMahon. It's happening because of what Ronda Rousey did. It's happening to what Charlotte did. It's happening because of what all the great women wrestlers are doing. And it became popular, so they started saying, hey, you know what? Not being a complete evil fucking scumbag behind the scenes is kind of popular. Let's not do that. So I'm hoping Daniel Bryan changes the face of wrestling and just one simple thing happens. The most talented wrestlers that connect with the crowd, one way or another, get pushed to the top. Stop Operation Roman Reigns. Put away John Cena. And just have the wrestlers with the most talent that get over have a fighting chance for the top spots. And that's everything that Daniel Bryan represents. And that is why he is so important to us, the pro wrestling fan. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm hoping to do a lot more videos. Hoping to rebuild my I guess, internet nerd life. KocoSports.net, this YouTube channel, Coco Plays, all that fun stuff. I walked away about 2-3 years ago, and I keep saying I'm going to rebuild, and then I don't. And then Daniel Bryan comes back. Yeah, you're right, Daniel Bryan. We do have to work hard. We do have to bust our ass. Thank you, Brie. I never thought I'd be saying that. Jesus Christ, life has changed a lot lately. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm hoping to do a hell of a lot more videos. If you got a question you want me to answer, tweet me at KocoSports, and I'll try to make a video of it. Today is a snow day and a holiday in Japan, so I'm going to probably put a bunch of shows in the can. Also, I'll put a link down in the doobly-doo for my book. I got so much cool shit happening in the future, so I'm hopefully rebuild this stuff, and hopefully we can rebuild the internet infantry and have fun again. All right, and check out Coco Plays. It's another YouTube channel at KocoSports.net. I feel like I should be saying other stuff, but now I'm just repeating stuff. Someone here is punch drunk, and it's not Daniel Bryan. Too soon? Too soon? Maybe too soon. Did I say like, comment, subscribe? Yes, I did. And with that, I am over. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, 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 yes.